Question for you. What would you do if you lived in a world where loyalty could kill you and even your own family couldn't be trusted? Today, we are talking about this book here, and stay tuned if you want to hear more about it. Before we get into the meat of this review, I just want to say that I think book reviews should be a mainstay of Booktube, and this is going to be the first of many, hopefully, videos that I'm going to be making about just one single book. So let's start a trend. There are various themes that go on in this book: loyalty versus survival, family versus ambition, honour, identity, and trust. This book drops us into Wessex in 857 AD, a brutal, power-hungry Anglo-Saxon world where betrayal is everywhere and survival isn't. It's not just about strength, but about choosing the right side, and in this world, nobody is safe. Now, the setting in this book is actually a real historical backdrop. It's a time of political tension and shifting power. The Vikings were threatening the wider world, and it's really quite gritty yet grounded. Now, this book has a cast of characters in the front, like so, and it's this page, and it's this page, and it's that page. So don't be despaired if you read this. You're wondering, oh my gosh, who's this? What's that? Because it's all at the front. In the monasteries and the Wessex and Mercia and the Norlanders and all sorts. So it's a real lovely little reference point that you can continue to look at and check out and think, who was that? Oh yes, it's them. Now the main character is a young adult, and throughout the book he gets caught up in adult politics. He is kind of forced to grow up quicker than he would normally have to. Hence, he struggles with his identity and his loyalty. There is a lot of sort of like emotional conflict and physical danger for this young lad in this book. If you are a fan of maps, then we do have some maps in here as well. I do love a good map. The writing style is fast-paced, it's clear, it's atmospheric, and it doesn't make you feel like you're being bogged down with times and dates, and it doesn't make you feel like you are reading a history lesson. And it is a great book for people who love reading this type of book, historical fiction, without it feeling heavy. Prologue. Nutley Monastery, Wessex, AD 857. The letter T. A vertical column supporting a bold crosspiece adorned with devilish heads and tongues of fire. The whole terrifying image barely the size of a woman's hand, a signpost illuminating God's word. How honoured Brother Jude was, only 20 years of age, the son of a humble ploughman, to have been asked with caring for this fearsome letter, and for all the other letters, words, verses, and chapters that shone forth from the ancient leather-bound book of Christ's Gospels. Now, I'm not too sure how much I can read out loud from the book, but I thought I would just give you the first couple of sentences. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you that I really enjoyed this story. It is, as far as I'm aware, a trilogy, but I could be wrong. I'm definitely going to continue with the series, and I want to read all three. I want to see how the story continues. But also, I want to say that now I've finished it, and it's been a good couple of weeks, I can hardly remember any of the plot. But I think that is more of a me thing than the book thing, honestly. I'm struggling with memory recall at the moment, and but I do want to reiterate that this book was totally and utterly enjoyable. I really enjoyed listening to it. I listened to it as an audiobook. So I have to say that I am happy to have read it. I really enjoyed it whilst I was immersed in the story. It took me a little while to get around all the characters. The writing wasn't an issue at all. I enjoyed it. It was easygoing. This book has made me want to investigate a bit more about this country's history back in the day, the Anglo-Saxons. So I'm very happy with that. I really enjoy when a book does that to you and makes you want to investigate more, especially when it's a historical fiction book that is based in fact. The maps and the cast of characters at the front were very helpful. There are no readers' questions or anything like that at the back, but there is an author's note and acknowledgements, which I always find quite interesting. I like to check at the back because you don't know what goodies you're going to get. Sometimes you get like a chapter or a couple of pages of the next book, or you get book club questions or whatever. So I always like to check the back. So to close, really, if you like your historical fiction dark, tense and full of shifting loyalties, this House of Wolves book is definitely a book you need to sink your teeth into. And what makes this book compelling, I think, it's not the subterfuge or the political intrigue. It's actually reading or watching a young character kind of, I wouldn't say blossom or bloom, but grow up and learn life's lessons and realize that actually sometimes, especially in this world he grew up in, that the people you get close to can be one of the most dangerous. So my overall verdict is that this historical fiction book is actually very readable and accessible, and it doesn't feel like a slog or a chore. There's always something going on. Yes, lots of characters. Yes, there's subplots that you have to keep up with. But it's written in a way that it kind of drags you along with you, and I quite enjoyed that. I did enjoy it very much. I am looking forward to the next book. No idea when. If in editing I do a bit of research and we find out, I'll put it here when the next one is. If not, then I won't. And for me, this has definitely been given the Bookish Travels stamp of approval. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please do come back for more. And I will see you again very soon. So bye for now and happy reading. Bye.